And so when we look at power, we tend to look at it as an exercise of ill will. It's tyranny. It's powerful. It's evil. To have a power over something is to be evil. And in the very introduction of that book, it's not about control. It's about controlling your life. And that's what I said in my chapter of my book, is that real, true, actual power is not about how much you can exercise over other people or using it like a tyrant. It's real, true power comes from the ability to make decisions for yourself. How powerful are you depends on the choices that you can make as a person. There's nothing more powerful than the guy who has nothing left to lose. Right. I mean, that's what that used to be sort of like the definition of courage, right? Or bravery. It's like, I got nothing to lose, so why not just go for it? Right. I'll take down. I know I'm going to die. So how many of these sons of bitches can I take with me? That's a power. And it's not about like true, real, actionable power is about the degree of control you have over yourself, not necessarily that you have over other people. Now, is that an extension of power? Yeah, because if what you want to do for your life includes the cooperation of other people, then yeah, you probably have a power over that other person. But what are you ultimately doing with that power? You're exercising your will. So how can you exercise your will? So the appearance of power is not necessarily actionable, actual power. So when I read Tanner Guzzi's stuff, or for that matter, if I read or I listen to Vox Day when he talks about sociosexual hierarchies, which one's more powerful? The alpha male, the beta male, the delta male, the gamma male, the omega, the sigma? Who's got the most power? Well, it's really the guy who is exercising his will in the way that he wants to. And just like where'd you go? There you are. Just like John was saying, is putting what did you say? You said something about like Troy and Rich when they were saying, well, these are guys who can do things for themselves, and their success or their failure is really on them. It's not on other people. And that was something I had to learn like later on in life, like I think in my early 40s or so, when I finally got out of the mentality of, okay, I'm going to work for this company and then my dreams will come true because then I'll rise to this position and I'll have authority in this company. But the thing is you never have total authority when you're working for somebody else, because your job and your livelihood and your well-being and your family's well-being is all dependent on the decisions of somebody who probably does not have your best interests in mind. They have their own best interests in mind, and they will throw you under the bus as soon as look at you or smile at you, because you are a means to an end to them. And even in I think it's like the second or third law of 48 Laws of Power is never put too much trust in friends. And it's always better to, if you're going to have a business associate, if you're going to have a personal partner or whatever, you're going to go into business with somebody, you need a business partner, not a friend. Somebody who's on board with your mission and you guys are doing it. It's great if you can be friends, but that's not what you're looking for. You still have to be amiable with that guy and everything else. But more importantly, I forget who said this, but it's like the best friendships are based on mutual need, are based on a mutual goal. Yeah, a mutual cooperation of some sorts. Like again, it's like cardinal rule of relationships, but it's the best friendships are dependent upon whatever those two have as a mutual goal. And I think that when we're looking at somebody like Rich, or we're looking at somebody like Troy, for example, they're the masters of their own destiny. It's not so much that it's that their success, the maintenance of their success is all dependent on them. And that's where if you want to know what a high value guy is, at least as far as that side of the equation is concerned, I think it's the guys who understand, first of all, they understand their own intrinsic value to women and to themselves and to other people, but also that their decisions are, it might affect other people, but those decisions are their own, meaning that they're not forced upon them. It's not they don't have to move to a different state or a different country or different head. Like I had to do that. I had to move from Reno to Orlando because the import exporter I was working with wanted to relocate their headquarters to Orlando. That was a good move, but I would never have said, I think I want to move to Orlando. That's a different dynamic. That's power, right? That's the guy who's high value enough. Right now, a lot of guys are saying this, and I think you probably have said this too, is you're in Japan. You don't have to be in Japan. You could be wherever the hell you want to be and do what you want to do. Japan happens to be where you like to be the most. Aaron Clary has moved to a different state, and I'm not going to say which one, but he's there. He doesn't have to be in the place he's in. He can be, like I was just joking around a minute ago. I want to move to Panama. I can do this show from Panama, as long as I've got a high-speed internet connection. Everything else stays in place. I'm still even using the US dollar, so it kind of boils down to, are you sort of the captain of your own ship, or are you just sort of playing catch up? Because I think at least 80%, maybe even 90% of guys today are not powerful in the sense that they are affecting, they have less control over what it is that they want to do, like where they want to go and what they want to do in life.